To Catherine the Great, the Romanov Grand Duchesses, Princess Diana's wedding day perfume, and Chanel No. 5 all have in common? Franco-Russian perfumer Ernest Beau. Was your mind blown by that sentence? Mine too. Let's get into it. Rallet was founded in Moscow in 1843 by a Frenchman named Alphonse Rallet. He specialized in perfumes and soaps, and before long, he became the official perfumer of Imperial Russia, supplying scents and toiletries to the czars. Fast forward to the early 1900s, and a man named Edouard Beau was on the Rallet board of directors and brought in his younger brother, perfumer Ernest Beau, to be a lab assistant. Ernest Beau was trained extensively and was mentored for a few years before he became the senior perfumer and joined his brother on the board. In 1912, he had his first hit perfume called Le Bouquet de Napoleon, which was a tribute to Napoleon's last victory in Russia, which, I don't know, that's kind of a weird thing to sell to Russians who hated Napoleon. It seems like French trolling, which I'm okay with. But what other perfume was launched in 1912? One that I have talked about at length in my videos about the Titanic and Princess Diana was Houbigant's Quelques Fleurs. That perfume was an instant success, and when it came out, I was entranced by the use of a new molecule called aldehyde C12. He did all sorts of experiments recreating and exploring the ingredients of Quelques Fleurs. In 1913, he created Le Bouquet de Catherine for Rallet, and this perfume was in tribute to the 300th anniversary of Romanov rule. Beau met Grand Duchesses Olga and Tatiana after its release, and if you want to learn more about their perfumes, you can watch my series on the Romanovs. With this perfume, however, was that Tsarina Alexandra was German, and World War I had just started, so this perfume that was tied to fellow German-born Catherine the Great and the Romanovs did not do well because people were fiercely anti-German at the time. Ended up re-releasing the perfume under the moniker Rallet No. 1, and Beau himself went to fight for France during World War I, and while he was gone, the other chemists at Rallet fled because of the Russian Revolution. There were also shortages of the raw materials, so Ernest Beau began adapting the formula to account for that. The Russian Revolution was in full swing, and he and other aristocratic Russians escaped to France, and it was there that he met the cousin of Tsar Nicholas, who was also the lover of Gabrielle Chanel. I have a whole series on the history of Chanel No. 5, but here's a new piece of the puzzle. Jean Carles, who is head of Bertrand, told his son about handing over the company to him that Chanel No. 5 was developed from Bouquet de Catherine, which in turn had been developed from Quelques Fleurs, and if that's not perfume inception, I don't know what it is. So the legend of Beau accidentally overdosing the aldehydes in Chanel No. 5 could still be true, but the samples that he had given Chanel were from his trials of adapting his former fragrance. If you're wondering how I stumbled across this very random story, I just saw that today, May 2nd, is Catherine the Great's birthday, and I wondered what perfume she wore, and this is what I found. I hope that you enjoyed falling down this rabbit hole with me, and I mentioned at least 10 more videos in here so you can watch it if you want to learn even more and follow for more perfume history.